Good morning. Sunday morning, where I'm located right now, looks like the rain has slowed down, maybe even stopped. It's beautiful out. But then I'm kind of prejudiced, and I believe every morning, no matter how it shows up and it presents itself to me, I look at it, it's still beautiful. Yesterday was fog, today is a little rain, but there's still beauty. Do you have the ability to see the beauty in your life? Today, this is going to be what I want to talk about. It's just life. Just life. Yesterday, I had my first speaking engagement, talked to a few people in this group, and there was a moment where I thought I needed to have all these things written down as to what I was going to talk about. And I found that I just did a little video, and I recorded 45 minutes worth of what I was going to talk about, and then I listened to it and I thought, okay, just make notes just in case. And so I sat down and I took notes, how I was going, I had laid everything out, how I wanted to present this talk. Had everything staged right where I would not forget it. My glasses, my tripod, so I was going to record. And I leave yesterday to go to this event, and I forgot everything. I'm halfway there thinking, oh, I guess it wasn't intended for me to have this, my notes. And there was a time in my life where this would have made me a little apprehensive, a little worried, a little anxious, thinking, now what? You're gonna be in front of people you don't know, and you're going to try to describe this topic in which you want to talk about, which is walking into your gifts, and you're going to have to do it on the fly. And I immediately had a conversation with myself, and it was like, well, this is what you do every morning, almost. Missed a couple mornings, but this is what I do anymore. And this seems to be something that I can do. Granted, it's not, most of what I do is rough. I got it. But there's no thoughts, no plans. It just, things come to me. And yes, sometimes I might repeat something. But that's the organic part of just talking. And I got to thinking about that, and it's like, this is life, though. This is how we're supposed to do life. I used to have all the plans. I used to have the things written down as to what it was, how I was going to do it, where I was going to do it, how long I was going to do it, when would the payoff be. I had a way, that's the way I used to be. That's what I used to do. And now, I am just being. And in just being, it seems to take most of the pressure of everything that I used to think of off. And if something slips, it's not like I'm sitting there going, oh, now everything's ruined. All that I plotted, planned, and thought out is now altered to the point where it won't be. And no longer do I do that. Now it's like, I just am. And things happen the way they're supposed to happen. I got to be honest with you, there is no better place to be than to be in that moment where you no longer are stressing out over things happening exactly the way you plan. And you just embrace life as it comes to you. Yeah, there will be moments where things hit the fan, you go through the fire, things happen unexpectedly, but sometimes we just need to step back. Sometimes these moments are triggers in us to wake us up, to make us think, to make us slow down. Sometimes. So what are you going to do? I'm finding just embracing life. My topic yesterday, walking into your gifts. This is becoming a gift for me. It's just to embrace life. Just to find the beauty in my everyday, my every moment. What a change for me. I was a person that, because of the plans that I used to make, I would stress if they didn't work and fall into place exactly as I had thought. Now, I just throw out to the universe and God, hey, show me a sign that I'm on the right way. I'm on the right path. Show me. And I always get the signs. I always get the thumbs up, but not in the typical way, not in the normal way. It's in ways in which I see out, I look out, I feel, and I get the signs. And that's where I know I'm walking into my gifts. But it's because I've become aware. I've become sensitive to the things that are around me. Yeah, there's many times you've sat back and wondered, why isn't the universe answering my prayers? Why I'm not being heard? Have you ever wondered? Have you ever thought about what you say and how you say it? And how you hear? I've been around a lot of people who will sit and ask God in the universe for an answered prayer. And then seconds, minutes later, they might turn right around and say, well, that probably won't work out. I'm not worthy of this. I'm not going to expect anything. And I got to be honest with you, they never receive answers. They never did. And it's because of what they followed up with, the words in which they followed up with. There's power in your words. Think about what you say. And a lot of times what we say, the words we choose, are habits that we've created in our life. We sit there and judge ourselves most times. When we sit there and ask for a favor from God, the universe, we mostly will judge ourselves and say we are not worthy of this. We'll say it in words that fit you, that fit me. But in the end, this is what we do. We sit there and judge ourselves. And then we cancel out the request that we send out. And when we do this, it's as if I can see God in the universe sitting there saying to themselves, saying, hey, listen, Joe Blow, when you get this stuff straight, when you decide on what it is you want, let us know. Because until then, if you don't know, how are we going to know? So you have to be solid on what it is you're asking for. And it has to come from your heart. You have to see it and believe it as that's what it is you're seeking. And you almost have to say it and believe it in such a way that all of your insides tighten up and it's like, this is what I need. This is what I'm asking for. There can't be any play. And you have to know you're worthy. You have to know that you're deserving. Try that. Try that. And then, when you try that, be ready to hear. But know this, it's not the answers aren't going to come your typical conventional ways. They're not going to come through the mail. They're not going to come through a box, through a delivery service. They're going to come to you, answers, through what people say. Synchronicities. You're going to see things that are going to happen in such a way it's going to be, whoa, got it. But they're going to come in a more natural way. But you have to be open and aware to see, hear, and feel. Life. You know, when you step back and look at life, it could be one of two things that you see. It could be multiple things, but I'm going to point out two things that I see that I want to say. And life can be, oh my gosh, this game of life is so freaking tough. This game of life, it's against me. I have I have the wrong pieces to play in this game. I've been dealt a bad hand. Or you can sit and say, oh my gosh, I might have lost part of this game, but I see light. I see that I've got the pieces now, and I see that I could change this game, and I can create what it is I want to create in this game, and I'm going to turn this game of life into my favor. Choices. How do you choose to live your life? It's all about what you choose. And I'm choosing to live the game of life, but I want to live the love of life. The things that I do, I want to be surrounded by love. I want to be surrounded by loving energy. I want to attract people around me whose energy is so light that it's just like being in an energy pool where you are energized and you energize other souls. The event I was in yesterday, I was asked the question, how do you feel after it was all done? The question went around the room by another presenter. And what came to me was what I was feeling at that moment was I could move mountains. The energy that was inside of me was like, whew, I knew I had that kind of energy. Now, yes, it's maybe not in the physical, but in the spiritual. I knew that the energy that was in me was that strong. Life. What do you choose? A glass that's half full or half empty? What do you choose? Today's your day. No matter where you're at, no matter what the weather is, what are you going to do today? Today is a day I suggest you be just awesome. Move mountains in your own way. Inspire somebody, inspire yourself. And I will guarantee you, the more you try to give a positive word to somebody, another soul, you're going to see the rewards in you because it's going to make you feel much better. So with that, I'm going to leave you. If any of this resonates, you can find me on my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like if you like. Instagram, Facebook. You got questions, send me a note. But until next time, be well, be love always, and then stay awesome.